welcome back to the channel. And tips to buying a Crown Vic. I don't know if I covered this before, but I don't remember. One, you go off common sense when buying a used car. This dumbass could have hang on. But you go off common sense when buying a used car. You don't buy sight unseen unless you want to do a project. You can take the risk. Some people take the risk both sight unseen and then struck gold. But you go look at the car, you check the trans, make sure it shifts right in park and the drive. You run it up and then you cruise it to see how it shifts through the gears. On a Crown Vic, you do the same, but you also look at other things. You look at the intake, see the intake has been replaced. What I like to do is I like to do this system. Check the trans, the oil. Okay, and this light is pointless. Anybody in this truck yard coming up? But check the trans, check the oil. Look at expect the red depth, but ain't no real way you can inspect it without cracking it open and draining some fluid. And you might as well go ahead and change the fluid. So I just always turn around and take the Jiffy Lube or somebody and have them change the oil in it. A lot of people say when buying X-Squad cars, look at idle hours. Me particularly, I don't give a shit about idle hours. I'm more on the mile side than the hours. I'm more concerned about the miles on it. I just cycle through the dash, just see how many hours, but I don't base that off determination as if it's a good car or not. Cause I had them bought a Vic. My first Vic, I think that motherfucker had like 12,000 idle hours. And that motherfucker ran like a scalded dog. My second Vic, I think it had like 3,000 idle hours. Oh yeah, damn right. I feel you, bro. Damn, he just hit some shit. He just pulled in the gas station and hit a motherfucker. Hell nah, he pulled in the gas station, wasn't paying no attention. His ass so busy looking at me, he just pulled in the gas station and hit a motherfucker. Oh, hell nah. But, this car had 2,982 idle hours when I got it. And it ran way worse than the Vic I bought with 12,000 idle hours. I had to build this car to what it is today. And, hell nah, he just pulled in and hit a motherfucker. All he did was knock the license plate frame down off his shit. But, yeah, like, what I was gonna say, but yeah, I basically go off that system. If I pass all my tests, then I go ahead and buy it, It passed the driving, the road test, I go and check the front end out, and shit like that, right? Go check out that front end and shit and see what's to it, see if anything needs to be replaced. Hey, they go FPIU. But, that's all I'm about to say. I just work off that system. You know, everything, you know, goes as planned. I buy the car. Then I turn around, run the miles up. You know, have fun with it. Get my money's worth out of the car. You also look underneath for like rust. You know, just see, you know, how far along rusty it is, depending on where you at. If you up here in the Midwest or you on the East Coast, then yeah, you want to look for that type of shit. If you down out in California, Texas and shit, nah, you ain't gotta look for that. You can look under there, but if it's came from Texas, you already know. Came from Cali, you already know. You know, so it's just like things that you want to do to make sure you don't screw yourself. You know, always work off your own system. My system may not work for everybody. It works for me. It may not work for the next person. You know, but them the things I look at. Like when I bought this car, I looked at the intake. I see how the trans was running, which it was, which I figured it out. You know how it was a rebuilt trans and